Başkanları ve eşleri ne vereceği resepsiyona gelecek.
This side. Follow me. Here you go. Morning, how are you?
Good morning, President.
It's a gun you're looking for near the window? Yeah, it's called the gun mic.
Good morning. Good morning. To your right, please.
Great. Congratulations.
Forgive me, I didn't even have my back to you.
No. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. This is great. Thank you again.
Thanks again.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
Wonderful to see you.
Thank you. Thank you
Working
very
on
much.
it.
Welcome to Nairobi.
Thank you. All that's happened that's good. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much again, President Ruto, for your leadership. Thank you. When we're in moments of signing, we often sort of look backwards to how alone. That's how we work. It's how alone. And this will be the largest and most ambitious threshold of the whole topic of urbanization in Nairobi, right? But undoubtedly, it may have caused some challenges. Ruto and your colleagues that you've taken around the whole subject. We like to measure with all of our work helped by this threshold agreement. So we're deep and enduring partnership based on common goals.
One is two different countries, and we also have the Asian students.
Designing and developing and working together. But we also have a lot to look forward to.
Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the people and government of Kenya to thank all members of this team. I have met this team many times. I must also commend the work of Ambassador Meg Whitman. She's been incredible in supporting us to find the place of common understanding. It's a host of players. Our parliament, members of parliament, members of the executive, our treasury, the American embassy, and of course MCC have all deployed their best to get us here. And on behalf of all the people who have made big and small contribution, I want to say thank you very much. It's a very proud moment for us. I know Madam Albright has said we did the first threshold in 2004. That's quite a while. And I think we need to recover some time for us to get to the compact so that we don't again spend as much time. But I promise this time around, I think we have learned a lot. I think we have gained a lot of experience, as the minister said. And I think the journey ahead is going to be a lot more easier and a lot more manageable for all our teams. Mobility around Nairobi is something that is very important to us. You know, Nairobi has 5 million people during the day and 4 million at night. So there's a whole 1 million people who come in and out of Nairobi every day. That poses a very significant challenge on the transport infrastructure. So apart from the matatu transport system, the mass bus transport system is a very important component. I think already a lot of work has gone into getting the bus lanes already. So this threshold will give us the ability to conclude that process so that we can move people in and out of Nairobi much more easily. We are also working on a rail system around Nairobi. We will be maybe having a conversation with you. I think we have already built about 28 stations out of a possible 36. And there will be a conversation, and we are happy that this threshold is now being rolled out, and it will give us possibilities of what else can we look at to make transportation that much more easy. We've just agreed with the Nairobi City County, which is among the beneficiaries of this threshold agreement, on expanding school feeding program. 250,000 students will benefit from the new program on school feeding in Nairobi, especially in the informal settlements. So support for Nairobi City County counts for so much. And the program we have signed in will ease the burden of Nairobi City County to deliver on many aspects, including those that come as a result of the effects of climate change. The program also listed here on better planning for the city of Nairobi is a program we are already engaged in. We are looking at some of the aspects of what was, because the current cadastre we are using is a 1984. So it's quite aged. Times have changed, levies have changed, valuations have changed. So there is need for a relook of the whole space around spatial planning, making sure that you marry services with different regions. How is it delivered? And this threshold will go a long way in supporting us to be able to do, even if it's just a pilot in Nairobi, and to point to us how things should look like into the future. So this just goes to underscore how important this is to us and to the people of Kenya. And I want to, in a very special way, thank all the teams that have made this signing ceremony to happen. There are values that we share. Values of democracy, believe in the rule of law, and that's not so common in our, that's actually under threat in our part of the world. We will want to legitimize and affirm democracy that it actually delivers. And working with you and with us, we have the opportunity to affirm that democracy actually works and it delivers for the people. That will go a long way in cementing the principles that exist, which we share, and the values that we share between the United States and Kenya, and of course, other countries in our region. We are focused on that, and that's the reason why, good people, failure is not an option. We have so much at stake, not just the programs here, but a whole value system that is at stake, that it must work. So I look forward to all of us pulling our act together so that we can deliver on the commitments that we have made and on the program that we will be focused on. And you can count, as MCC, you can count on my partnership, on my leadership, and I will be available to make sure that this happens in the time frame in which we have agreed.
This is a huge milestone for us to be able to sign a $60 million threshold with you. Again, it is a grant and not a loan. That's how we work. It's a grant and not a loan. And this will be the largest and most ambitious threshold agreement that MCC has signed. So altogether, when all is said and done, we will have signed about $75 million worth of activity with you. So we're just delighted about it. This grant is really about the whole topic of urbanization in Nairobi. And as I'm speaking to people who know much more than I do, but so I speak very much under your control. But of course, we see that Nairobi is one of the fastest urbanizing regions, or cities, I should say, city region, in the world. And certainly Kenya must have reaped the benefits of a very strong growth rate. But undoubtedly, it may have caused some challenges, and where pockets of people may feel disconnected, challenged by the transportation system. So in many ways, that's what this threshold program is all about. It seeks to enhance urban connectivity by strengthening the Nairobi Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, which I think you will call NMATA, and also the Nairobi City County Government. And it will help commuters who, of course, as you know, rely principally on matatus for their transportation, which I believe pose some challenges for people who are living in, quite rural places, faraway places, who may not have the resources, and in particular, the current system may pose some real issues for women. So we're hopeful that overall this program poses some solutions there. We're also very impressed by the leadership position, President Ruto and your colleagues, that you've taken around the whole subject of climate. I know there was the climate summit in Nairobi recently, and I think we'd like to warmly congratulate you for all that you've done around that. We like to measure with all of our work the number of people who could be helped And in this case, we estimate that about 4.3 million people could be helped by this threshold agreement. So we're very, very proud of that and very much look forward to implementing it with you. Big picture, Kenya's engagement with MCC is very much a mark of strength of the bilateral relationship that the United States is very proud to enjoy with Kenya. At a time when democratic governance around the world is under threat, when economies are struggling with various issues, and when the resources, particularly grant resources to support various initiatives around growth, are scarce. So we believe that this threshold comes at a pivotal time of our relationship. We believe the United States and Kenya share a deep and enduring partnership based on common goals and common values. And although very much the hard work begins now in implementing it, we will mark this moment as a moment of great pride in our relationship with you.